Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your November 2021 outlook. You can find links in the description box below for my other channel, which is tarot tutorial focused, and you will also find a link to purchase a personal session if you would like to have a one-on-one reading with me there. Also, I want to say thank you for your understanding about the less than stellar quality on the camera and sound today. I'm still working on getting my new laptop synced up to my camera, so I thank you for your patience with me on that. That being said, let's get right into Aquarius November 2021 outlook. Let's see what's coming up for you in the month of November, Aquarius. Wow. Strength, Judgment, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. Wow. It's a whole hell of a lot of major arcana, Aquarius. There's been a significant cycle that's finished for you. It's something, perhaps a theme that's repeated in your life, something that you've learned a powerful lesson on. And in some way, it's left you feeling, as you're entering the month of November, like you need to build a wall of protection in some way around you, to take care of yourself, to protect yourself, to not let anyone hurt you or take from you or steal from you in some way. And so in the month of November, you're examining what true strength is. Is it the vulnerability of sharing, or is it the brute strength of this kind of protective energy that your experience is kind of pushing you into? And yet, you're going to feel as you enter the month this kind of need to withdraw, this need to go within, this you're not wanting to be around a lot of people. You could be dealing with a Virgo here. I mean, we do have Leo as well. But I feel this to me is more about you're wanting to withdraw at the beginning of November. But then as you move through the middle of November, you have a fated event that happens, which causes you to, it could be, I know that the Wheel of Fortune is up right here, but I almost feel like it could be an experience of loss or hardship mid-November that kind of forces all of the walls that you've erected to come down. It's serving your soul's advancement, but it's making you in the short term feel even more vulnerable. And you may be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra as well in your life here, Aquarius, but you're being encouraged to look at what you actually want to nurture, what you actually believe in, what you love, what you want to grow, what you want to see continue on in your life, and letting go of this older cycle that's finished. It's like, maybe you wish you had handled things differently. There's perhaps a relationship or an aspect of your career that's reached its finish, And there's a sense with this that you're maybe wishing things had gone differently. But this is a month fraught with internal work and circumstances that you can't control, which are pushing you, moving you in a new direction. So that being said, let's take a look at career in the month of November. You might be dealing with an Aries here. I have a Queen of Wands and I have the World again. So further reiterating that something has come to an end. Yeah, it's like there's heartache affecting your work. I don't know. There's some type of heartache affecting your work, and you've been trying to find a balance with the work environment, but it's like something, you haven't been paying enough attention to something. And so we're seeing in the month of November that as far as career goes, there's been some type of shift. And you really have to step up to the plate and step into your power. And what's the phrase? Grab the bull by the horns and get the work done. Get the work done. It's interesting because it's not about communication in November for you. It's more about action. And we're seeing that career-wise as well. You may need to take some time to yourself, again, around mid-month. You may have some time off from work. And that's going to help you get your head on straight about stepping back into a leadership role with work, taking that bull by the horns, getting stuff done. But this is weighing heavily on you. There's a heartache that's weighing heavily on you. clarify that through the swords for me. As a Hierophant. Get loads of majors in this reading, Aquarians. Loads of majors. You're confronting something within yourself, and it's leaking out into career. Let's look at romance before I go any farther, because I think that the romance life is, your romantic life is affecting your career. So let's take a look at romance. I'm going to start with my partnered Aquarians. So for my Aquarians in relationship, what does November 2021 look like? There's something you've been building together here. You've been working together on something. Maybe you've had some big plans to take things to the next step. Maybe you were getting married, thinking about getting married, planning to get married, planning to move in together. There's some type of way in which you've been thinking that, you know, things were coming together, and as you moved through the month of October, that may have felt like it was falling apart. But you knew something wasn't right for a little while. And now it's very important that you not skull fuck yourself here in regards to this connection. I do think if you're partnered, you may be having some conversations about, have we reached an impasse here? Have we reached the end of the relationship? Where are we going together? Thought we were building something. Doesn't look like we are now. But you do have the Ace of Wands. So if communication can be clear, and if you can work together, I don't know. You or your partner may feel like one or the other has taken advantage of the other one, though. But there is this potential for communication and for remembering the passion that brought you both together at the beginning. So it's going to be a month of where you're either going to choose to end things or like go the distance, because now I have Four of Wands. So it's like either we're ending a relationship or we're actually by the end of November taking things to the next level. I think for a lot of you there may be an end of relationship, but for a few Aquarians it will actually be a really honest conversation had and choosing to take it to the next level together. So let's see what comes up for my single Aquarians in the month of November 2021. See what comes up for them, for you guys. Oh, Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Hermit again. See the love life, and there's the Hierophant again. Your love life is really impacting all areas of your life in November. It's like it's bleeding out into career, and it bleeds out into the general too. If you're single in the month of November, you're probably going to end the month still being single. You're making things work, but there's something that you're really sad about. There's a breakup or a loss that's happened perhaps in September or October that you're really feeling. I don't know, it could have been August, but it feels like September, October to me, that you're really feeling. You're feeling the weight of the sadness. And the Hierophant and the Hermit, now the breakup could be with a Taurus or a Virgo. But to me, this energy is really talking about you're being called to spend more time alone, as opposed to jumping right into another relationship, which is something that you might really want to do. But the universe is really calling for you to spend some time on your own, to let your heart heal, and to find a new experience of balance in your life, okay? Clarify this Hierophant energy for me. I think as you get closer to December, there's an opportunity for maybe a new connection, maybe a flirtation, maybe you're texting someone and there's something kind of fun happening there. But I think for most of November, what we're looking at is a need to go within, a need to withdraw and be on your own. And so I think even though this might be a fun diversion, it's not going to be something that's lasting or something that ends up taking over as far as the next relationship, because you actually need some time on your own. So now that I've looked at romance, which is definitely the friction in romance in November and the heartache and the need to heal for you Aquarians that this resonates with, it's really going to affect career in November. So you're going to want to be very careful to don't stay so busy with friends and things like that and life, that you don't give yourself some time to process, because you really do need to process. If you allow yourself to process, it's not going to affect the work arena as much. You're probably going to be taking some time off of work in November, even if it's just a day, an afternoon, could be up to a week, but it's like needing some time to like just exhale for a moment, look at, the whole story in your life that you've just finished, and start to think about rebuilding for yourself and what that could look like. And then we have you there, of course, with the King of Swords, whether you're male or female, it's just that energy. There's a sense of you like evaluating yourself, what you brought to the table in the experience with perhaps this partner or this relationship in your life that's meant a great deal to you. And choosing also to look at where perhaps your own boundaries are violated, or where maybe you feel taken advantage of to an extent. As you leave the month of November, we do have the Chariot, so you are then preparing to move forward, right? It's like that Judgment card energy that we saw in the general is moving you into the rebirth of the next chapter. And the Chariot's saying you're re-examining what home feels like. So as you move into the month of December, Aquarius, you might even be considering moving, or you're settling back into a house on your own, perhaps, or an apartment on your own, or a place on your own. There's there's a very final sense of like a chapter ending in November, and you're starting a new one by the time you hit December. But I think you're going to come to terms with it in November. And if you do that personal work, you're going to be feeling empowered to start the next chapter of your life. There's that Queen of Wands again. She showed up in the work arena for you too. So, hold on one second. I'm going to use the Earthbound Oracle to clarify right now. Protect. So there may be an energy of a Queen of Wands. So a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, that you're wanting to protect yourself from as well. This could be someone who holds like who tends to like have a lot of opinions about what you're doing in your life. And you want to protect your energy from that individual. So it could be a mother figure, or a female in your life that kind of holds you accountable for your actions. And that could be a really healthy thing. But I think in the month of November, it might actually be detrimental to you, especially in regards to career and like how you are operating out in the world while you're navigating this heartache. So you just want to be aware of not giving too much information to this Queen of Wands. Anything else Aquarians need to know? So there could be a tendency to get in arguments, or things devolving into arguments as you move through the month with the people closest to you in your life. And you want to be really cautious and aware. And then here's your birth card at the bottom of the deck here with the star. You want to remember what matters to you. Remember your faith. Remember to trust the experience. Like that Wheel of Fortune, whether it's a positive thing that happens in November or something that feels like scary and unplanned, it's all serving the purpose of your soul's growth and evolution, right? And so coming back to that trust in the universe, trust in higher self, trust in the experience is really going to serve you. So it's not going to be the easiest month ever, Aquarius, for those of you that this video resonates with, but it is an important one that's going to move you forward on your path in a really positive way in the long run. It's giving you an opportunity to start a new chapter. And it's up to you to take advantage of that or not. But staying stuck in the past with all the majors that showed up for you this month is not going to be your best bet. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Much love and many blessings. I'll see you in the next video.